Hi, this is Aziz Khan, and now as we have finished the menu items, so let's start with the real working on a real network. So I will start with a blank network, and we will build everything on it. So I will try to make something a bit bigger so that you can easily see that, and I will try to make something with the zoom out so that it's easy to understand. So I will be a bit shifting the zoom in and zoom out, so it should be easy for me to show everything to you. So let me go in a bit of zoom in. So basically I did not went in anything related to the files part, because generally there is no big thing. If there should be anything, we will learn it on the way. I will not make any specific video for any of these options, but if anyone wants to learn anything, he can point it out. So we will start from configuring, because before using the tool, we need to configure many part of it. And the first thing first is the GIS system. In GIS system also, we do not start from the top. The top is just to show you that how you can see the map. We should start from the bottom, the GIS setup dialog. I hope this dialog is uh, quite familiar for all of us, most of us who are not new. Um, the people who have been working on this, they should already have a very good idea of this dialog box. Basically, to work in Pathloss, it is a bit different from what used to be in Pathloss 4 and 5. In Pathloss 4, the setting of the GIS parameter was a bit, I will say, a bit of confusing. Not too much, but at least it was a bit confusing and not very easy. Sometimes if the settings are not working properly, then it may become a quite cumbersome. Pathloss 5 was a bit better, but not too much. It was almost similar to Pathloss 4. But Pathloss 6 is, it's very easy. You don't have to do a lot of things in Pathloss 6. So, but at least we have to configure only a few items. One thing that I should try to tell you first is, like on this page, you can leave everything as default, because I'm assuming that you will not be using any other file. You will using all the resources that are provided by Pathloss, because Pathloss provided you the SRTM or the elevation model files from itself. You don't need to, like, in the previous versions, you need to download the files separately, and then you have to import the files in Pathloss. So that process is a bit of automated or streamlined. It has become a bit easier. So you don't need to download it from somewhere and then bring it here. You can do it directly within Pathloss. So you just have to take care of only a few things. One thing is, like, is the latitude positive and longitude positive? Where should these two lies? So let me go a bit zoom out for now. So generally, if I go out, okay, if I zoom out of the map, you see the world. Okay, the world map is in a kind of four coordinates. It passes through somewhere here. If you see, keep an eye on this area. I have, that's why I have put a box around it so that you can see that. So this point is a very peculiar point in the world. That if you see here, the latitude is south and now it becomes north. So we have a north-south switch here. In the same way, the longitude is west and then east. So west and east are also shifting here. So if we make an imaginary line from here to here, and we make another imaginary line from here to here, then this place is the northeast, because mostly if you move a lot of mouse, still north and east don't change. So this is southeast. Here the south and east don't change. And similarly this is southwest and this area is northwest. So now let me go back to where I wanted to use the place. I have just selected this. So if you see Ghana, all the area is almost most of the area. If I can here, you see more than half of the area is in west part, but some area is in the east part as well. And this is the reason that I have selected this part, because we will be using in two different coordinates. So I will, because majority is in west, and for latitude we are in north. So for longitude, for latitude we have no problem. I mean, all latitude is in north, but only for the longitude, some are in west and some are in east. So this is a peculiar area. So what we will do is that we will keep it as, we will not change it. I mean, we will keep it as north, latitude positive in north and longitude positive in west. So all the positive longitude should be west. If any longitude will lie in the eastern part, then it will take it as a negative longitude. We will see that in detail, but we will just be configuring these two as north and west. So as I showed you and try to make it easy for you. So depending on the part of the world that you are in, you should keep these two in the same north and west or north and east. Like when I work in Pakistan, most all of the Pakistan is in northeast only, so we put it as northeast. So this is one point that we need to configure. All the other points are not very much relevant. If you are using any other specific GIS, then you should put those values. Like for example, we are not using any other GIS, so we will keep it as geographic. This we will keep as WGS 84. We will not change it. We have other WGS as well, but 84 is the one which is mostly used. So we will keep these things as it is. One more thing that we have to change is we have to tell it a place where it should keep the SRTM or our primary temp files. So I have set up this directory for this course. So to set up any new directory, just have to go to setup and you have to browse to a directory. You can select any directory, and then once you are fine with that, then you can just select that folder, put on select folder, and for example, if I take it again, I select folder, so we are back on there, and then just press OK. So that folder will be used to store your SRTM file. If you remember in the previous versions, we have to download the SRTM files separately, and we have to first save them somewhere, and then we have to import them. So that thing is a bit easier now. I will show you in the next video that how we do it, but for the time being, to set up your GIS. Only these two things are required. You don't need to set up anything else, and your GIS setup is now completely done. So let's meet in the next video so that we can move further from this. Okay, goodbye.